In today's video, the diet that I'm gonna use to get shredded and my starting physique. Hey guys, what's going on? This is Paul Rebella from ProPhysique.com. In today's video, well, I'm gonna answer a question that you guys asked me on my Instagram direct message. So first of all, if you like this type of information around nutrition, around training, around getting the physique of your dreams, hit subscribe. It's what I love to do here. I'm gonna be doing almost daily videos this year around the topics and around the questions that you guys want answered. Now today's question actually comes from right here on my Instagram direct message. So if you go to my Instagram, send me a direct message, well, I can answer it. I can also try to answer it in the comment section. But what I'd like to do to start is I'm gonna read the question and then we're gonna discuss it because I want you guys to have kind of an understanding of where I'm coming from. And it goes like this. I have a question with regards to the Transformation Challenge. Now, just so you guys know, you can still sign up for the Transformation Challenge. You got about one more day. What is your opinion on using a ketogenic diet for this challenge to transform my body, as my goal is fat loss and I'm 130 kilos, about 286 pounds. Would love your input on this. Thanks, Joe. So before I do my personal physique update, let's talk a little bit about style of dieting and what I think about a ketogenic diet. Every diet that we choose, whether it be vegan, whether it be ketogenic, whether it be, you know, the philosophy that I prefer with dieting that is more flexible in nature, it has to fit with your morals. It has to fit with your motivation, maybe even like your cultural considerations. The thing about a ketogenic diet, and the reason that I've never done a ketogenic diet, is it's rather extreme in that you're kind of eliminating an entire food group from your diet. Now, I'm not to say that you're getting zero carbohydrates, but your carbohydrates are so low and your fats are so high that you really have to change the palette of your diet. Now, a lot of my friends that do ketogenic dieting and do research on ketogenic dieting, they even tell me like their taste buds changed using a ketogenic approach. So it's a great approach for people who, you know, as Dom D'Agostino explained to me, he loves it because his hunger signaling has changed and he generally only eats twice a day, and he's in the research lab for, 14 hours a day sometimes, and he doesn't want to stop to eat. The thing about a flexible style of dieting like I typically do, I typically eat 4 to 5 times a day. If that is a problem for you, then maybe a ketogenic approach would be good. But you just have to understand that you can't do keto part of the time. A ketogenic diet is one where you're eating in such a manner that your body switches fuel source from being glucose-based to ketone-based. So to keep that, it's a very tight balance. You can't just say, hey, I'm gonna go keto for some of the week and then switch back to a carb-based approach some of the week. You know, the clients that I coach that use a ketogenic diet, I have them test their ketones with ketone strips, and what I have found is that it's very easy to get kicked out of ketosis, right? So it's just something that you have to be all invested in. Now, there are some benefits to a ketogenic diet, like I mentioned. You know, you might have less hunger throughout. You might actually have more mental clarity. I've been told that's the case. Although I feel those same things when I switch to a cleaner diet. When I eat healthier, I just feel better. I feel crisper when I'm losing weight. So I don't know if that's so much a weight loss thing, but the thing you have to remember about a ketogenic diet is it's not magic, okay? You still have to create an environment where you're in a caloric deficit. Just because your body is burning more body fat because you're using ketones, it's also storing more body fat because you're ingesting more nutritional fat. You know, the typical ketogenic nutritional ketosis suggests about 70 to 75% of your calories are coming from fat sources, okay? So that means you're gonna be storing fat very rapidly. You're just gonna be burning through it, but you still need to create an environment where you're in a caloric deficit. Now, if you want to do a ketogenic diet, and I've done this with my clients, I can actually give you guys the macros. So if in the comment section below, you tell me, hey, I'm currently on this many calories and I would like to try a ketogenic approach, I have a little calculator that I have on my computer for my clients. I can tell you what your macros would be, right? And I think you're gonna find it very strange. You know, oftentimes it's like 80 fat, 80 protein, 30 carb, something like this. And you know, for some people, that's very hard to get that much fat in a typical day and keep your carbs that low. So like I said, it's a complete change of what's normal for most people. So Can a ketogenic diet work? Absolutely. Is it necessary? Absolutely not. You know, the reason I preach what I preach with my philosophy of flexible dieting is because you can use it with any type of diet you want to do. You can be a flexible dieter and do ketogenic dieting. You can do flexible dieting and be a vegan, okay? So you can choose the foods that you want to use and still be flexible, okay? There are no magic foods, okay? There are some foods that are gonna add more value, but in the end, it's really gonna be determined by, are you creating a caloric deficit? Are you eating in a manner that's sustainable? Because yes, we can all restrict our calories to 500 a day for long periods of time, but is that something that's sustainable? When the diet is over, when the challenge is over, when the prep is over, what is going to happen to you then? That is the real measure of a good diet. Not how much weight you can lose in 30, 60, or 90 days, but can you transform your life? Because that is how long-term success is done. Now, what I'd like to do for you today, guys, is I've started my transformation challenge, and I put up a video on Monday of my body comp test, but I didn't actually show you guys what I look like right now. So I think I'm just gonna set the camera up right here. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm looking like right now. Not super happy with where I'm at right now. I was 226 pounds on Monday, 17% body fat, but I think it'll be fun to actually have it to look back at when this is all said and done. And it's gonna motivate me. So I would suggest you guys do the same. I know we all hate pictures and videos when we don't feel like we look our best, but it's very rewarding when you have those pictures and videos when the transformation is over. And it's also motivation. If you don't like what you see, you're more likely to make a change. So I'm gonna put this here, and I'm gonna post in the comment section my 3 workouts for this week if I remember. I keep forgetting to put them in there, but I wanna give you guys everything, my sets, my reps, my weights, everything. And I'll probably do a voiceover once I put the camera down. Okay. All right, guys, so there you have it. Now, the other day, someone mentioned in a comment in the section, they said, I thought this guy was always in shape. And I always find it funny when people leave comments as if I'm not a real person and I don't read them. Like, it's my channel, of course. You know, you can ask me, why am I not in shape? You know, here's the thing. Life happens, and you know, the thing about fitness is sometimes it's a priority. And I'll be honest, I had a couple injuries last year. I got a little bit demotivated in the gym. I have 2 young boys at home. We moved twice. My business quadrupled in size. We now have 25 employees. And sometimes it's, you know, it's not my first priority to prepare my meals. Sometimes I like to enjoy the other side of life. And, you know, I kind of let my body heal a little bit last year. But I'm excited about putting muscle on and losing body fat and kind of getting back to that kind of elite place that I've been to multiple times in my life. You know, I've become a pro natural bodybuilder. I've won NPC overall titles. I've competed at the World Championships. And so I know I have it in me as soon as I switch that gear on, and I've done that. This has been a great week, and I'm just excited to continue the journey. So that's it for today, guys. Talk to you tomorrow.